Hello, guys, and welcome back to Casita Sessions. We are your hosts,
Lily
and Fabi, and welcome back to episode 2. Yay! I'm really excited. We are getting this shit rolling.
Yeah. You guys don't even know how many times, we filmed.
I think we can say it. This is officially this is episode 2, but amount of times that we've filmed other episodes that you may
will never make. How do you say? Never make the light. Yeah,
we'll never be. Yeah,
they will never go up.
But anyways, we're glad we're here, getting this shit rolling. Started off the episode with a little Red Bull.
My favorite Red Bull, actually. The watermelon Red Bull. And I heard Red Bull's going to be at Coachella this year.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert, we're going to be at Coachella. So prepare to be sick of us.
Yeah, so we will come back to you guys after Coachella with a little review, update, how
a little
went.
chismecito.
Yeah, for sure. But to start off the podcast, our 411 of the week.
Yes.
So, what's your 411 of the week?
So, my 411 of the week, is not something that I can really explain, but I've just been really researching, inspo for Coachella, and I feel like it's been really fun, just researching stuff. I keep watching all these videos, and I'm slowly getting together my outfits, which is really exciting, even though I'm still missing some stuff. I've gone thrifting. I want to keep going out and finding new things, but it's getting closer, and it's getting more real. I've talked about it with my friends, and we're all excited, so it's just it's getting closer, and it's exciting. And that's pretty much my 411 of the week. Let's see, a bad thing. A bad thing, I've been getting a lot of migraines recently. Yesterday I had a really bad migraine. But that's kind of it. I get migraines all the time.
That's kind of normal for you, too.
I know, but I've just had a really long week, and then I think that's kind of what happened. Oh, you know what? My dad, he came in here in the morning, and he came in and sat down. This is gonna be on the podcast, by the way.
That's cool.
Okay. And he came in, and I have a bottle on my dresser. I have a bottle of Gran Malo, the tamarindo one.
Tamarindo?
Yes.
It's tamarindo?
That's why I wanted it. It's freaking tamarindo flavor.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Okay, Lily's boyfriend got it for me for Christmas, which is really nice of him, because I had been talking about it, and thanks. And it's still sitting there. It has not been opened, and I told Lily, I was we gotta tell him to come over so we can make some drinks, have a chill night. But anyways, my dad came in here, he sat down, and he looked at it, he's Gran Malo. He's ¿qué es? ¿Es agua? I was no, Dad. I was it's tequila.
It's because you have the water thingy that you used to have, that you bought.
Oh, yeah.
It's tell them what it is. I don't know.
I used to have this little water canister, the ones that they have at fancy hotels. I thought I was gonna be fancy over here and have water, but
aesthetic or whatever.
I don't use it for that. But it could be served as I could use it as a vase. But anyways, I had a little water thing on my bedside table.
It kind of looks like
it.
it.
Kinda.
It has a little cap. My 411 of the week is probably that I got a vanity from Costco. It's a really small vanity, but I like it because it's kind of practical. It's very small, and it has a chair built inside, and yeah.
It has a lot of compartments, honestly.
Yeah, it has so it's cool, and it's compact, but then I'm okay, well, if I grow out of it, it's cool. It's no big deal, you know? But I needed like a space for my makeup because I feel like I always just use like my nightstand or my thing. So
What thing?
my tocador. I don't
Oh.
know how to say it in English.
Dresser.
My dresser. So I feel like it gets really ugly really quick.
Okay.
Also, another thing is that it was like not this week. It was like a week and a half ago. But they hit my car.
Oh.
You guys. I was working at my job and I get out like fairly late. And they hit my car and I didn't notice because it was night already and it was like very minor until the morning where I windshield my wipers. I did the windshield wipers.
Uh-huh.
And there was a note on my car and it said like, oh, I accidentally hit your car, blah, blah, blah. So I had like a purple rental car for a long time.
It
And
was like
cute.
like a lavender, like lilac color. It was
Yeah, like periwinkle.
pretty interesting, but it was cute.
But yeah, so my car's fixed, but that kind of sucked because, I don't know, it was just
Well,
like
you
a long
didn't have
process.
like your own car. You had to borrow a car.
Yeah.
You had to keep going back and forth, making calls, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was our 411 of the week. But for
Anyways.
today's segment of the podcast, we wanted to do a kind of like advice on navigating all types of relationships.
So like friendships, like relationship with your partner,
Like
sister,
your sibling relationships.
and oh.
Gross. Give me some of that. It's like, that's liquor.
What? What?
Dude, have you seen that TikTok?
No.
They're drinking, or I don't even know what they're doing, but there's a sound that's like, that's liquor. Because it's like, and then I was like, give me some of that.
I'm kidding.
We never even drink Red Bull like that, but it sounded good. Oh, it's just so good.
And it's fresh. It's
And
cool.
you know what? It's because we're not drinking soda because of Lent.
Oh yeah. What are you guys? If you guys are Catholic or do Lent, what do you guys give up? We always end up giving up like chips, soda. My mom is doing. I'm gonna like really say my mom's here because this is like crazy for her. If you have
Crazy.
Mexican parents, you know how crazy this would be too. My mom gave up coffee. Like this lady
She's
loves coffee.
She's a 2-time-a-day coffee drinker.
Yeah. Like I only drink coffee once, and I'm like
Yeah.
sorry.
I have to drink like one coffee a day.
Yeah,
at
one
least
coffee
for
at
us.
least.
But my parents, I feel like, dude, that's how we grew up
Since we were little.
since we were little in my daycare. the lady who would take care of me, her mother, like la abuelita,
La abuelita.
she would bring me into her house and she would make me a coffee.
Café con leche.
I was fucking like 5 years old. 4. I was 4 years old and I remember to
But,
this
like-
day. Like,
And even then, like, we would tell my mom and she'd be like, oh, how sweet. Like, she
Yeah,
would not be
like-
like, what the fuck? Like, why is she giving you coffee? No, she'd be
That's
like,
crazy,
oh, that's
huh?
so nice.
that's where my addiction started, dude. Crazy. Anyways, what were we saying?
Anyways, back to the...
Navigating friendships and relationships and all that.
So we have some questions written down and then we're gonna go over them and give a little spiel about what we think.
Yeah. So,
Um,
the first one is how to make friends as adults.
Dun dun dun. This is hard.
This is hard because I feel like,
Well, okay. I think for some people, maybe it comes easy. And I feel like for us, it does come easy. It's just like, I feel like I think of like, oh, like, you know, you have a lot of friends, but like, friendships are like, what? What am I saying?
for us it comes easy.
Well, like, we're really social. But what I'm saying, like, for us, it's not, the hard part is not, like, being friendly or social all the time. It's, like, we're kind of picky with who we choose because of our past experiences.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, our friendships, like, our close friends, people who we choose to surround ourselves and, like, continue to reach out to, like, yeah, we have a few because, you know, there's, like, some friends that you don't hang out with all the time, but you see them and you're like, oh, dude, what's up? Like, how you been? You know?
Yeah.
So, like, there's, like, a difference in that. But making friends as adults is kind of hard when you don't have, like...
Yeah, like, I don't think... Well, I don't know. I mean, for my experience, like, I don't think and I don't know if I would ever be able to fully confide in a person I met now as a friendship. Because I feel like... I'm like, well, how do I know? How can I trust you with all my secrets?
You know
dude?
what?
I'm like, I have like, you know, my core friends, and I'm like, no, like these are my ride or die girls, you know. So then I'm like, how would I like? I can't. I'm like, I can't tell you all that. Like, you're gonna like, I don't know, you're gonna judge me or like. And usually, if I meet these people, it's like at a work setting or like at a school setting, like in college. So I'm like, well, I don't know if you want to be... Also, yeah, like, I don't know if you're trying to be friends, like, hang out with me outside of, like,
Work.
where we know each other, whether that's school or work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when am I crossing that boundary?
No, and you know what I just realized right now that you said that? Your friendships, like, your, like, best friends are people who you've known for more than 5 years.
Yeah, since we were in high school.
My friendships are, like... recent friendships. I think I have more friends now than I had in high school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So for me, I think that's why it came like, oh, you know? I feel like I've allowed myself to be more open and more social, so then it's came easier to me now, or it's been a little bit easier to make friendships as an adult. I think because I was really, I don't know. I think I wasn't
shy or
I was
quiet.
I feel like I wasn't shy. I just wasn't sure what type of person I was.
Yeah,
or,
like you needed like...
I feel like I was like very much a follower.
Exactly, I was about to say that too.
I was a follower.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I know, I'm really exposing myself here.
It's okay.
I mean, it's the
that's
truth.
what the podcast is about. No judgment here.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm like, sweeties, please stop. No, yeah, I think no, I was really like a follower, and now I feel like I'm more sure of like what it is, who it is that I am, and what I'm like, and what I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, even though like most of the times I'm like, if it sounds fun, count me in, go with the flow type vibe, you know, but
yeah, I know.
I don't know.
So I think it just depends, honestly. Like, I think, like, making friends as an adult is, like, testing and seeing, like, if you enjoy your time around, like, spending time around these people. Yeah. That's like,
I feel like for me, it's like...
seeing the vibes. Like, after you guys hang out, you're like, I want to do that again, or like, I'd rather just be watching Netflix. Is the true test of, like, oh... do you find yourself, like, actually, you know?
Yeah.
Liking to hang out with these people.
Exactly. Or, like, when you're hanging out and time passes by so fast because you guys just been, like, chatting.
Yeah.
I think allowing yourself to be open and to meet new people, because, like I said, when you are too closed off, also I feel like people can really feel your energy, too.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're like, oh, well, I'm not even going to approach that girl, even though I wanted to, like, tell her, oh, my God, I love your hair, whatever, you know?
And I think starting small, like, with hanging out.
I'd say, like, first, just, like...
go get coffee.
Yeah.
Type.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, if it's, like, a coworker or, like, a friend from school, like, inviting them, like, hey, we should go get coffee, or, like,
or getting lunch together.
Like, lunch or a drink, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like a short amount of time and you can see the vibes. If you don't like the vibes, you go. But if you do it again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
I agree.
Next question. Our funniest sister fight and how we made up. I don't know.
Our funniest sister fight? I can think of one when we were little.
Oh my god, seriously? Fuck you, dude.
It's our funniest one.
Okay, so
let me say.
Okay, I'll say it.
I'm gonna say
Bitch, it was me.
I came up with it in my mind right now.
I already
You had
knew it.
forgotten.
No, I did not. I literally told my
Really?
boyfriend the other day, and he was just like,
He was
he
laughing
like
at me.
made a freaking funny joke. He said like, I'll tell you guys.
Can I say, Lily, this one was my idea. You come up with your own.
No.
This shit happened to me.
Okay, I'm the one who did it.
Okay.
You're not gonna say it right.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay, so for me, our funniest sister fight was when we were like, maybe Lily was like 5 and I was like 8.
Yeah.
And when we were little, one of our older sisters was a cheerleader, so we used to like to play cheerleader all the time. So we would come up with like these little like dance routines or like cheer routines, and we'd always like perform them on the couch because
It was like fun to jump. I think. I don't know.
we'd pretend we were doing like stunts.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't know at the time like that's what we were doing, but like we were trying to do stunts. And I'd be like, no, Lily, like you have to end like this or you have to end like that. And so there was this one time where I told her, I was like, no, Lily, you have to end like this. Like, lay on the couch, like
Lay
on the top of the couch.
with your like your elbow up.
Yeah. With your elbow up. And I don't know why this little girl, she got so mad. And I was like, Lily, you're not doing it right. Or I don't know what happened. I was like, okay, we ended up like this with our arm up in the couch. This girl bit my armpit. Bit the shit out of my armpit. I started crying. And it was like no surprise because Lily would always do that shit. She'd bite, she'd scratch, she'd hit, she'd punch.
So a little PSA. I was an angry child. She was. I was very angry and aggressive and all of the above.
She was just a little sister.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not my fault. I mean, I wasn't born like that. I was like...
It was something that we didn't know at the time.
And you know, that's what I always wonder. I'm like, why did you guys not give me some help or something? If I saw that, I would have been like, you need to go to the doctor.
Because you were the last one and nobody... I was like... I feel like I was like very... I was going to say I was an angel child, but...
You were not an angel child?
I was pretty good. I was pretty good.
Okay, and I was not such an angel child.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's probably my funniest story. Like, I literally had to... I like went crying to my mom and she
put me on timeout.
Yeah, she put Lily on timeout at the stairs.
I know.
At the bottom of the stairs. And then she gave me a bully to ice my armpit. No, I had my little bully right here. She's like, sorry. There was this one time when I was like little. I think I was maybe 7. Lily was like 4. And I don't know what we got in a fight about. It was probably about doing something. Or she didn't want to do something with me. She didn't want to play with me or something. And I got so mad that I was like, dude, fuck you, dude.
You told me that?
No, in my head. In my little kid brain, I was like, dude, I hate Lily. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clean the room. You fucking loser. I'm like, I'm going to clean the room. That'll show her. I don't know why I thought to clean the room.
I don't know either.
I was just like, dude, I'm going to be better than her. And I'm going to clean the room. And my mom, no, that's what it was.
Kill him with kindness.
No, it's because I knew that my mom was going to be like, wow, Fabi, you cleaned the cuarto. Like, wow. And I was like, yeah. So my mom's going to be so happy with me. She's going to hate Lily.
Oh my God, that's stupid. Well, I don't know any other stories from when we were adults. I mean, we fight all the time, dude, to be honest.
But it's like over clothes.
Yeah, but they're
Well,
not like really fights.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question. Most random thing that give us the ick about partners.
I was gonna say somebody having a lisp.
Someone having a list? Oh my god, no, dude.
No, hold on. Let me say.
Go and I'll say a story.
Because there was this guy that used to go to my work. Anyways, there was this guy who used to go to my work, and I thought he was really cute. I was like, oh, he's cute. He dresses nice. And I kept telling my friends, I was like, dude, that guy, yeah. Oh my god, that guy. Whatever. This was like a long time ago. And then one day, I don't know what he was asking. He came to like ask me a question. It was like random. It was not, And I was like, he started talking, and I was like, oh no.
He had a list?
He had a lisp, and I was like, oh,
you're like,
God.
instant, you're now a 2, and you were a 10.
Yes. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God. I, like, had to go and tell the girls. I was like, so he has a lisp. They're like, ew. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah.
But, I was just thinking about, like I said, guys, I work at a restaurant. I'm a waitress. And 2 weeks ago, this guy, he was like, can I get some? And he said like this word that I was like, what? What did you say? He's like slalo. And I'm like, what? He's like, slalo. And I'm like, sorry, ¿cómo? And he's like, slalo. And I'm like, and I was looking at the rest of his table like, what the heck did he just say? And they were like, a plato, like a plate. And I was like, oh. And he had such a bad lisp, he couldn't say plato. I have no idea. Dude. He had a bad lisp.
Plato, he couldn't. He
couldn't like.
He
was
couldn't
saying
say
like
plato.
Plato, like a plato. I don't know, but he was trying to say plato, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yes, I'll bring you a plate right now.
Like, dude, why don't you just say it in English?
I swear, I don't know what the heck. And he was going like this, and I was like, what?
Like,
what?
uno chiquito.
And dude, literally, like,
God.
I looked at his, like, the rest of his group, and then they were like, a plate, and I'm like,
You're like, sorry, I swear I'm not dumb. I just can't understand it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, that's poor guy.
I know, pobrecito. So I'm like, oh, sorry, my bad. So I think that something that gives me the ick is
Like of your boyfriend?
I think of like guys in general. Like,
yeah.
Like when guys like think they're so fucking cool. Like that shit cracks me up.
Oh.
Like, ew, you're gross.
When you know that they're like actively trying to be
like
cooler.
So fucking cool. Like,
yeah.
Like, dude, like that shit cracks me up. Like they're like yeah, like give me this. But they say it not like, oh hey, they like they demand it. And I'm like, oh, you demand it? Watch me take 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, or I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know how, but like they actively like flex their money or like
What?
They actively like flex their money or like, I don't know, try to act like I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they're trying to like act like they're so rich, they have all the money in the world.
But not even about money, like
they're just trying to be like extra cool,
like the way like they hold their drink and like stuff like that. And I'm like, ugh.
You're like, why are you doing all that?
Yeah, you make yourself not look cool at all, actually.
Yeah,
very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question: fake friends versus real friends. How do you know? So how do you know when someone's being a fake friend? How do you know when someone's being a real friend?
Okay. So, I feel like real friends, you can be like 100% yourself around. Like, There's no doubt about it. I mean, maybe you're not like a person who shares everything, and that's fine. But like where you're able to share your opinion, and even if they don't share your same opinion, they still give you your space, and they respect that. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like a real friend does that. Fake friends. How do you know when somebody's a fake friend?
I think like when they express or show like that they either don't like respect you or like they don't seem happy for you, honestly. Like someone who's just like you're just like, dude, I just got a job here, and they're like, cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe because like they're not in that same, you know, position as you.
Mm-hmm.
But like say like you're higher or something, or like you got a job and they don't have a job. Like even though that they don't have a job, like they can still be happy for you, you know, like everyone's time will come eventually type, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like you can tell when someone's like genuinely not happy for you. Or like say you're in a relationship or you just got out of a relationship and they're like kind of like shitting on you instead of like uplifting you or being like, dude, yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Or like if you like something but they don't like it, that doesn't mean that they have to shit on it.
Yeah.
I think that's when you know.
Like, ew, you would do that? Or ew,
Like,
you would go to that?
Hell yeah. And I'd do it again. And I'd do it again. Pop, pop.
Yeah. What is your love language?
I think my love language is, how do you say, verbal and like
Words of affirmation?
words of affirmation. My love language is words of affirmation.
Oh, my love language is
And-
verbs.
And is verbs and adjectives. My love language is words of affirmation and I think physical touch, because I feel like even if it's like not like verbally said, like words like written in a card or like I was literally going through all the cards that I have, like birthday cards, and I'm like, oh, I'm never getting rid of this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, like they're from like people who may have like passed away or like people that, you know, you might not ever get a card from them ever again. So that's why I kept them. But yeah, and then also like I'm like I feel like my boyfriend doesn't like hold my hand and we've been together for like 3 hours. I'm like, what? You hate me. You want to break up, don't you? I knew it. Drop me off. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, so I'm like, I feel like if my boyfriend like doesn't hold my hand or doesn't like give me a hug or a kiss, like I'm like, you hate me. That's it. Where you're over it. You don't love me. But obviously not to that extreme. But I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah. My love language that I like to receive is acts of service and words of affirmation. And
Words
what
of
are
affirmation, to be honest.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's definitely not physical touch.
I know.
It's definitely not.
Well, sometimes I feel like it's because it's different.
Okay, but like in general, to like everybody.
I know, and I tell my mom I love her, and I'm just like, Mom, just give me a hug, really quick.
Well, because yeah, it's my mom. It's like
Okay, we'll
we
search
are
up
one.
the physical touches and stuff.
There's 5 love languages.
Imaging.
Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. I know what you are.
I think quality time.
Yeah, quality time.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're there, you're like there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's just finding this out at 22 years of age, guys.
Am I quality time?
You are because you...
I like to be present and I like people to be present.
No, because this girl will be telling a
Dude,
story. Even
you're
when she's
so
telling
right.
us a story, you'll be like, are you listening? Are you paying attention to me? Like, my dad, he's like, oh my god. Because we'll like, sometimes, you know, whatever, you get a text or whatever, and then like we end up on our phone and you're like, dude, hold on, I'm like really trying to say.
Even right now that I was saying my 411, my sister, she wasn't paying attention. I'm like, I got distracted because you were looking over there. You're not looking over here.
Dang,
Dude, that is
time.
quality time.
Aw, are you spending quality time right now?
No.
Yeah, you are.
No. Yeah, no, so, yeah, because I like to, like, hang out with my mom.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? I've always kind of said this to, like, Fabi, but I feel like I really like to spend time with my friends one-on-one. Like,
yeah.
I like that. Like, that's, like, when I get, like, the best.
You're
like,
getting sentimiento.
Dude, yeah. Just kidding. No, I feel like that's when I get the best, like time.
No, you know how
it's
people say like there's friends that when you hang out with them, like it recharges your battery.
Yeah.
Like you're just like makes you feel good.
Yeah. And
so
I
when
like
you
that
do that
one-on-one connection, I'm like, yeah, your attention's on me, my attention's on you, cool. You know, and it's fun, like, also when you're, like, in a group setting, but I like hanging out with my friends one-on-one. Like, let's just, you know, do that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Next one is, how do you support your sister even when you don't agree?
I think this is a hard one.
And
this applies to not just sisters, it applies to your friendships, to your siblings. I think there definitely is 100% times when you don't agree with your friends or you don't agree with your siblings on their choices, whether that's like what they're choosing to do with their life or who they're choosing to surround themselves with. And I
feel like this is harder as adults because it's like, damn, dude, like everyone is going on to do their own thing. I feel like me specifically, I've had a hard time with that, which recently I feel like we've been doing good, but like we just grew up doing everything together, everything at the same time, just like a lot of things our whole life. So I think I was very much, still am, because I'm like, dude, that's my comfort. Lily's my comfort. I can do anything around Lily, like, you know? And don't do that face, I saw you. And,
keep going.
Oh, I feel like you're doing a face.
I'm not. I'm just laughing. I did do it to let them know, like,
she's going in deep.
But she's getting deep.
Where was I going with this?
That you're still learning to do things.
That has nothing to do with the fucking question.
Do things that you may, like, you know, are not in the same path.
To support, yeah, because everyone's going on their own path, and yeah, so sometimes you may not agree with what they are doing or with how they even view certain things, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like we view things very similarly, but like even with friendships, like you're just like, okay, like, you know, there's not really like, and it kind of goes back to the other one of like real friends. Like if you're a real friend and you guys don't share the same opinion, like you kind of just got to give them their space. And that's how you're a good friend, a good sister. Like you respect it, you understand them. And, like, I feel like it's not horrible if you share your point of view or, like,
I think it
your
depends
thoughts
what
on
it is, though.
Yeah.
Like, if it's, like, things like you are, like, that's a hard no for me, and those views don't align with you, then, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
exactly. I think just understanding each other, even, like, as sisters, like, even if we had different points of view, I feel like with certain things, I would still support you and understand you, or at least try to.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and it's bigger than that, you know?
Yeah, and I think, like, as far as, like, if your friend or whoever doesn't, like, is choosing to surround themselves with people they shouldn't, I think that's when you give, if your opinion is asked, you give them your opinion. And if it continues, then you give them their space, like 100%. And yeah, because I feel like in that case, the people who are like, I guess, fucking up, they just got to learn it on their own.
Yep.
They got to learn it on their own. And you're just like, okay, if you're choosing to do this with your life, then great. But I'm not going to be like, you know, because also you can't be like begging for someone to do things they're not ready for. As far as like, you know, like sometimes like you have friends that are like in a toxic relationship or stuff like that, and they're not ready to leave. So I think like giving them their space and being like, okay, that's your choice, that's your decision.
Yeah.
And I've advised you otherwise. But yeah, I think that's the big one. No, I wanted to share something with you.
What?
I don't know when this episode's coming out, but I did something.
Okay.
So me and my boyfriend, we worked together, and I drew on his little time card. I drew a heart.
I thought this was gonna be about me.
No, I drew a heart, and he thinks it's like someone else.
Oh my god.
I drew a heart yesterday because sometimes we work together, sometimes we don't. But I drew a heart on it, and I haven't recently been working at like that job just because I'm busy, but I don't know what he thinks because I went in yesterday, so I don't know because he texts me today and he's like, hey, did you write out the time cards? Like, because some of the staff like writes them out by name. And I'm like, no, I didn't do that. And he's like, and he sends me a picture, like someone drew a heart on my time card. And he's like, oh, it was probably one of our coworkers, like, you know, they're trying to like
mess around
with me. And I was like, it's like a really mad meme, like of anger from inside out. I was like, ah. And so I don't know. So he's just like, well, like he's trying to figure out like who, or he's like, dude, like I swear I had no part in this. I don't know who did this. He's so innocent. He's like, dude, like I'm telling you up front, like look, someone did it, and I don't know who it is.
He's
and
like, dude,
he's like,
somebody wants me.
He's like shitting bricks. I know it, and it's so funny. But I don't know if I should just tell him or wait till April Fool's Day.
Wait till April Fool's.
Dude, I'm going to do it. Oh, fuck. What days? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to do it next week. I work. So, like, every week we get a new time card. It's just one more week.
Okay.
So, next week, when we get a new time card, I'm going to write a heart on it, too. But this time I'm going to write it, like, red or something. So then on April Fool's, because April Fool's, it lands on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I could be like, April Fool's.
Oh my god.
Should I do it?
Wait, yeah, you should.
Dude, yesterday I just
be like, really, dude? I was over here fucking...
I know, it's so freaking hilarious. And if
but I feel like
after April Fool's Day, then that was my April Fool's joke.
Wait, that's so funny. Okay, you know what we're doing for April Fool's?
Who?
Me and my coworkers.
What?
So we have this coworker who is bald. He's like this funny guy. He's always messing around with us. And we're all going to show up to work in bald caps dressed as him. Like, we're fucking committing to this, like, bit. We've been talking about it since, like, Halloween. I'm not even kidding you. Halloween of last year.
Well,
I'm gonna look ridiculous. Because they're like, dude, Fabi, how are you going to fit all your hair in a dude, bald
you gotta
cap?
braid it. You gotta braid it.
I know, but then I'm like, dude, then you're gonna see the braids under, like, I don't know. I have to figure it out, but we're gonna do that, and I feel like it's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna be, like, so surprised.
What does he wear, like, shirt-wise?
He wears, like a black shirt and, like, black, Pro Club sweater.
Oh, with a hood?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you do a hood? And, like, only put it halfway so then that way they can't see the bottom of your hair. Like, cause it's gonna look all nasty.
Like, leave my hair regular and just put the bald cap on.
Yeah, but then keep the hood on halfways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look nasty.
And then he wears, like, just, like, baggy jeans or, like, the jorts. So I was thinking of wearing my jorts. And then he wears like Air Forces, but I have Converse, so I'm probably just going to put on my Converse or whatever.
So I think this one is more like family. Are we turning into our mom?
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
I hate to say it.
Why do you hate it? You bitch.
I hate to say it because...
Just kidding.
Well, I guess, yeah. But I'm just like, you're just like, I'm my mom. Why does she do that? Or I'm my mom this. I'm sure you guys say the same thing. And I'm like, dude, I am just like her. Yeah. At first, I would... What?
What are the qualities that you say you have like her? Because I have a quality that I'm like, fuck, I'm just like my mom, dude.
Mine is like my nitpickiness. Like I want things like certain ways now, and I'm like, dude, that's exactly like my mom, because she would get mad at us if we didn't do things certain ways, or like things like that. And when I tell you that this lady has so much stuff, and then not hides it, she puts it away.
Lo guarda
in fucking random ass places, and when it comes time to need that whatever it is, that item, she can't find it. And I am the exact same way, and it drives me nuts. Like, literally, Lily called me out, like, on that today.
Yeah,
She's like, oh my god, you're like just like my mom.
And I'm dude, like, no, it's I wouldn't even call her out, but it's because Fabi, she calls my mom out on that. She's like, Mom, you put it somewhere and then you can't find it.
No, but it's because, you know what, she drives me a little bit more crazy, because she will organize something, and then like after like 2 weeks, she realizes, yeah, that's not how I like it. Yeah, I don't like it like that. Reorganizes things and then forgets where she puts things. And then we ask, and we're like, well, I know that it used to be here, but you moved everything. And then she's like, well, I think it's somewhere around here. And I feel, what?
Nothing.
And I feel like I do it like with a different intention. Like, I'll put like things that I buy. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, it's for Lily. The amount of times that I've bought things, like Lily's birthday present, Lily's Christmas present, and I'm like, dude, I need to hide it where she's not going to find it. Because she'll come into my room and, like, look at my stuff, whatever. So I need to hide it in somewhere, like, specific where she won't find it. But guess who doesn't end up finding it? Yeah.
So I haven't had a Christmas present from Fabi in like
I bought you a comfort set.
Okay, look. The first one, this was like 2023, 2022. She bought me like some like Nike tracksuit thing. Couldn't find it. So I didn't have I think she just got me like some socks that were ducks. Do you remember that time?
I gave you some stuff, but it was not like the main thing.
I lost it. I don't know where it's at. I'm like,
cool. It's somewhere in the house, so don't worry.
She finds a year later, it doesn't fit me anymore. I'm like, well. And then, yeah, she just hides a bunch of stuff.
But I'm not hiding it. I'm putting it in like strategic places, and then I forget about it.
Okay. Well, my quality that is my mom, that is 100% my mother, is that I am very, how do you say, prideful? Like, girl, like how it's like someone's like, oh, like I hate that I hate it, but I'm like, I don't like when people feel bad for me. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much when they're like, oh, you didn't get a cookie? Here's a cookie. And I'm like, I don't want it. I'm good. I don't need a cookie. I'm fine without a cookie. Everyone has a cookie except me, but I am good without a freaking cookie, and I hate it. But
I'm fine.
I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want it. You can keep it. Keep all of it. Don't ever offer me any ever in the world. But I'm just like that. Oh my God.
And that's exactly my mom.
And then also, like, I think the way she, like, raised us to be, like, I mean, not, like, that we're very, organized and, like, you know, neat, nighty, tidy, how do you say? neat and tidy. But, like, to do certain things a certain way. Like, how you, for example, like, keep, what?
Laughing because I know it's going to be funny.
No, like, how to clean, like, how do you say, like, how to clean the restroom? It goes this way, this way, this way, this way. And you have to do this, and you have to do that. And, like, se limpia así. And, like, you don't do it like this. You do it, like, a certain way. So then when I see people that are not doing it that way, it como me, like, ooh, like, me da cosa.
I feel that because I feel like I see other people do things.
Like,
and I'm
even
just like,
cooking. Even
like,
cooking.
yeah, I'm like, hold
I'm
on,
like,
let me just tell you, let me help you.
Quítale el aceite, dude. Like, hold on.
No,
Like,
I do that. I do that when you're cooking.
What? I don't even know how to cook, dude.
No, I know, but like the few times that you have cooked,
I do. I'm just like not so good.
she's not like
Okay.
chef like me, but it's fine.
Whatever.
But the times that you have cooked, and I'm like, oh, wait, and you're like, Fabi, go,
What?
don't tell me. I know, but it's because of that, because my mom taught me how to cook. So then I'm like, no, you're doing it all wrong. Okay, but we're also my dad.
I know, we're so my dad too. No, well, I know that I'm my dad because I'm like, we get overstimulated. Like, it's like, you know, but obviously, clearly, like, not to like a crazy extent. But like, I feel like we get overstimulated in the sense of like, if people are, I mean, the same thing. If people are not doing things right, we're like, hold on, just.
I'm like, can we
do
say
this.
we have a Aries dad and a Taurus mom? So
Yeah.
I'm like, that should just,
That should say it all.
yeah.
Yeah, but what ways are we like?
Oh my God, wait. In the first episode, we never shared our signs.
Oh yeah, I'm a Libra.
I'm a Virgo. What's yours?
Drop your sign down below.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, anyways, I guess we are turning into our parents.
yeah. But I feel like that's...
Okay, did you think you were going to? Because I saw Nana and Annie, and I was like, dude, yeah, they're so turning into my mom. But I didn't think we were, and now I'm like...
Yeah. I think also, like, my sisters, they were doing different things than we are at 22 and 25.
Yeah.
They were, like, having kids and getting married.
And here we are starting a podcast.
With our children, our two fur dogs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're like living different lives than
Yeah.
they were at the age that they were. Let's give out our song of the week. Okay, look, this one I've been really into. My boyfriend showed it to me at the gym, and I was like, oh my God, this shit's dope as fuck. It's like an old song. It's a J. Cole song. It's GOMD by J. Cole.
G-O-O... Wait, what?
GOMD.
G-O...
G-O...
Wait, hold on.
GOMD.
Oh, G-O-M-D.
But it's not a word. It has like little puntitos.
G-O-M-D. I heard it on TikTok. It's Mercenario remix by DJ Rafi Mercenario, I believe. But it's just like a dance feel good song. So, yeah. I don't know what the original song is because it's clearly a remix, but it's reggaeton. It's fun. I was listening to it, or I feel like I've been putting it when I'm like driving to work, and I'm just like, dude, I just need like vibes right now as I'm driving to work.
For sure.
That was our episode 2, guys. What the heck?
Dude, I kind of want to keep going.
I kind of want to keep going too. I'm like on this little like podcast high.
Me too.
If you guys want to see us do
What is it? What?
truth or drink, we should do it.
Truth or drink?
If you guys want us to do a freaking truth or drink.
With the Gran Malo. Did you mention it this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. With the Gran Malo she mentioned about.
let us know.
Let us know.
Sorry, let us know. Also, any other podcast ideas that you guys would like to see? We would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.